Good morning. So, based on this topic, I think that yes, mother should repay back the child support money if it proves that the child is not for the father. And again, I don't think this should actually go one way. It should also go both ways. Father should actually repay as well the child support money, regardless of what the mother spends by herself after he does his DNA to say that this child is actually his too. So I think this should go both ways, not just one way only for the mothers, but also for the fathers when finding out that that child actually belongs to them as well. So it should go both ways. And the reason is, in deep down, a woman know that, hey, you're carrying a child and you know that this child is not for a man that you're caring it for, and you have the man building up the man hopes, and having him doing all of these things, and in the end it finds out that that child is not healed. That's kind of like help. That's a demotivation, and also a help lower a person's self-esteem in so many ways, in killing them inside, deeply inside, causing damage and all emotional damage and those stuff. So yeah, mother should repay as well as the father should repay as well, due to the fact that they found out that that child is his, and so I think this goes both way as well, not just one way. It should actually be pictured or should be stated one way, but both way too. So yeah.
Morning. So, yes, I believe they should be held responsible and they should pay back that money because probably 95% of them do know what they're doing, and they do know that the person that they're giving the child to is not the correct father, but because this person that they're with is a good person and they know that they will do um, what they're supposed to do in regards to taking care of the child, they will tie this person down with this unwanted child. So yeah, I do believe they should pay every cent back because that's inhumane and rubbish. And the fact that most women that do this are out here creating damaged men, toxic men, untrustworthy men, men that used to be such great persons, and once they find this stuff out they become so damaged and hateful, hurt, locked away, non-communicative. So yeah, these women should be held responsible for this great atrocity. And trust me, it's a great atrocity because most of the men that get jackets per se, they are good persons, and had it been that you said or being a good person in the first place to not sleep around and get pregnant, if it is indeed that you met this person with the child, they would have taken care of the child as their own. I've seen many men do it. But because you want to be careless and sleep around with multiple persons, you want to just throw your unwanted baggage on this man because you don't want to raise this child alone. It's just evil. I'd say it's evil and wicked. And when I hear that women that do this end up in certain situations, I can't empathize or sympathize towards them because they knowingly did this, And DNA testing is so prevalent nowadays. It's a 1-2 step to find out if you're a bitch or a fuck up and raise that child on your own. And if the man forgives you, he will, raise the child together, because some men out here love children, and no matter what, they will stand by their woman, right? So I don't think you should take the choice away from them because it can be deadly in the end for both parties. And we see nowadays where people are becoming less strong, not only in the Lord but in themselves, emotionally and mentally. So the minute they find something that they believe they can't handle, because that's what Satan wants you to believe, that you can't manage, you can't go on. And then not only do they take your life, but they take their own lives as well. So I believe they should pay every cent back and avoid all the the rubbish that's gonna come after.
Up and bless everyone. You know, and work for life. Here the deal now. Topic here. My view. No, we're all do with you, brother. Cause you had to give some tough topic, some sticky one where hard to touch like teacher, you can't give the children some easy work sometime and you have to give them hard work here, you know. But my opinion on this topic here is yeah man, if you pay back every dollar, every dime, man. Zane? Because sometimes it costs some father them job, them other relationship, the month personal, you know, pain and everything financially. And then find out at the end of the day, you know, it come back, it hurt them so much, right? Instead of you to them try, some of them end up loving and not for them one. You understand me? And then it damage even worse now the child. The child thinking that okay, maybe deadbeat father, maybe father wires and whatever. Come to find out they're not the mother father, the mother, you know what I mean? I have a friend who had one child and decides to make five for the child. Pittington, 14-year-old. Mother take the child from the mother. When the mother get the child at 2-year-old. The man female that grow the child, like a boy from my 2 till my 14. When the mother better come America and 5 for the youth. Boom all finds the youth and a female. DNA proving that you female. See? Man a child him say me and him don't love the child already, so I keep the child. Can't get the child paperwork start out because can't locate the mother. The amount of money that you have to spend with attorney fee to try to get that DNA, but maybe get that paperwork done so you can get that child. It's wicked, me I tell you. So it's someone man out there them know the situation. That's the worst part. I don't want them know send for the man pitney and them still bring the man a child support or still put the pitney in the man name and left the the pain and the anger and the financial burden and you name it. And the family the whole family get caught up to because Feme family involved, her family involved, and sometimes them things they get ugly from day one. And then a couple of years after you find out that yeah man. She will pay back every dime and the pain and suffering too. Not just the money being pay up, but the pain and the interest and everything. But it not gonna happen because that's just how society is. The man they will charge the man for years of back payment and everything. The woman and get a slap and say, mother, you should do better and you're evil and it done. At the same time, most of women, we're not going to take back money from her. So even find out say that we're not going to take it back, we just let it go and just leave it and just let it go. But somehow, some have a set up to fix that in the near future. It not got now. Maybe never happen, but hey, I agree. They should pay it back and pay it back with interest.
Morning, blessed people. My view, big up yourself. That topic, a sticky topic. When I have me a scratch made. Well, let's look on it probably two ways I can look on it. Number one, well, then they do a survey a couple years back, and the survey proved that 94% of the women them don't know who the real father of them pitney is. So that sounds like a survey doing at the ghetto. But let's look at it from each point of view. When I grew up with my mother has a tell me say, yo, anytime you go to market, make sure you mark your date. You understand that we to say, you're not getting a jacket. Now, it can happen in a situation where you are the man, you're not end up in a little confrontation or whatever. She go for a one night stand gateway, yeah, that the man they fire live round, and you come back and they back together again and be a blanket of fire. So when it come round, you say a fear one. Which in right you should have just try to do a DNA test. But that's a modern day thing still. Back in the days, they never have that. You understand? Now, the other concept of it is that some woman, at least most women, know them know and them still, you understand? Them the boy tell us a boy Ray. And then the hottest thing about it, you and them in an argument and they say, yo, you know, pitney and a fear one. And Ray. Them think they're gonna mash up a man emotionally and mentally, You understand? So in that case, I do believe that the woman them should pay back every red cent. Do you not got no receipt and them say where you spend for the pitney like in the supermarket. You understand? But it need to be done. A big case need to be put out there so it can stop it. You understand? Yeah.
I believe a woman should be required to pay back the money if deception is confirmed. If a woman told a man in the beginning that there is a possibility that he is the father, but there is another person who could have fathered the child, and the gentleman decided to still move forward with providing for the child, I do not believe she should have to pay that back. If she is deceptive and has the man under the impression that he is the only father, then yes, she should be required to pay that back. And honestly, she should go to jail if something should happen to that gentleman along the way, such as he has to go to jail or he has his license suspended or some type of ill practice happened to the gentleman.
To avoid stress and problems on both sides, I feel like before a judge order a man to pay child support, DNA must be done first. So that way no problems not happen on both sides and no blame don't fall on nobody. So that way him know exactly what him paying for. You see, the thing is too, a lot of women doing it on purpose because the justice system is so backwards. The woman them well and know say, they pick me enough for the man sometime, and them go up in the courts and them a demand how much money them want, and then the judge order the man for go in and pocket and put out money with no proof, no evidence. If he said the child belong to him, I tell a man, it start from right there. So if the courts then I give the woman them this power what them have, if you do this to the man them, a lot of this would not go on. Trust me.
Part about that part of the DNA thing, them sister, are the right thing for the book. Guess what I'm now? It's the most man tell the woman say more the DNA right there when they before him sign it. No, she start turning and say, look on you. Me have to fucking breed for all these years. Me I carry a big mount, me I carry the belly. No, you got to boy you want DNA like I think me. You know, and them start. Make you feel guilty, like say you look on them like say, then they go there dash the when literally sometimes them out there dash it way. But they want to trip back on make you look like you feel guilty, like say you not trust them and you ask this and that. You know what I mean? And typically when man the most time you feel bad in yourself like I'm a bona fide this, Me never come from far and I should not do this for reason. I say, look at that. When I go do the DNA, I go sign. Until you get a bus and you come a foreign or you get a bus and you want some blood work done or something. And you find out down the road that she confess and come on. You know what I mean?
That's why we need a law. A law. So regardless how the woman ball and say she innocent and she never look left, right, pan another man or whatever, the law, we need a law where say every child born, regardless of which partner the world you're born, DNA must be done instant. And we need a DNA law.
Good morning. If a woman knowingly give the man the pitney, and the man take care of the pitney, and then decide the man do a DNA and a fame pitney, yeah, she need to pay back the man money. She need to repay the man. She knowingly give him a jacket. She need to repay the man. Now, if you never know say the man pitney, but maybe you have an idea, but it never concrete, and she never deliberately throw on jacket pan him. I think they can work something out when them find out son of him pitney. And if it is that she have to pay back, then she can pay back. But if him decides him not want back the money, then that's on them also. So knowing they throw a jacket per man and also a female when they come out, the verdict come out, you need to repay every more rotted way you take from the man. If you never know and then I turn out to a female, then you can work out whether he want to stop take care of the child or want back some of my money or whatever it is. Maybe them kind of thing will help decrease woman a fling jacket per man. But for a long time them something happen. So we don't know. But these women cannot continue to get away with these things either. Because it has not been addressed. The number of jacket we fling per man. You don't talk about the man that will run left picking them. Even though oftentimes those children belong to those men. That's the irony. The man that will for them pitney them run left it. And the man that will stand up and not for them pitney. What a thing. Actually, because enough time when you watch Mari or even the paternity court or whatever it is, and then them say, I don't feel pitney, and the man you can see the man them heartbroken. Me I will tell people say, and every man a dirty drunk right now. Me have a cousin in Jamaica, me tell you, him will walk out him last swing pitney them. He take care of pitney them like what woman take care of pitney them. And I commend him and I commend men like that would do it. Cause everybody a dirty drunk and I want to take care of them pitney. Some man love them pitney. Some man them just well want a pitney and do the foolishness with them go through and make it better to make the world a better place. And everybody a dirty drunk crowd. And it grieve me when you see them saying, say, and you're a pitney. The man them whine at the pitney life, you know, that's why they said jackass the world no level. Cause look how shit house them. We have for them pitney and them a run left picking them. And the man will well want the pitney them and not for them pitney. And some girl just big and dirty and careless. Because them a breed for some like a drunk crowd with them know so now go stay in them life. And them a fling all the pitney them on some decent man. Decent man. But some man just dying for your youth.
Right now, me they are pre-one in my family. Me not tell no lie. She black, your husband black, and a picnic mixed race. Me, nobody not say nothing, so me not say nothing neither. Me I go and look.
My view, in my opinion, they should pay it back. Because if you are any man who no pay child support in a kid life for over 5-6 years, and the mother go sue and establish that from this child upon earth, you know, contribute nothing, them are hold you back for the 5 years where you miss or the 10 years where you miss. So whether you go pay it in a small increments with where you go with the number where you go pay, you go pay it. So me feel like say when a man find out say I know feel pick me where I take care for the last 5, 10 or 15 years, the same court system supposed to hold the mother accountable and say, boy, I have to go pay John Tam back all of you make money when you gain, because at the end of the day, that's not John Tam child. John Tam take care of this child for the last 10 years. This is how it accumulate up to, you have to pay it back. You see me? Because the system, you have to have some type of balance in the system. You mean? Too much woman get away with this. Man stand lose millions of dollars just because of a white lie. Nah, man. The court for hold them accountable and make them pay it back. Because at the end of the day, you don't know who your baby daddy is, that's not my fault. That's not my problem. When you know who your baby daddy is and him refuse to pay and you go sue him for child support, if he miss 5, 6, 10, 15 years of child support, the court will go hold him accountable and tell him say he have to pay it. So why them not for hold she accountable to pay it back when she tell the white lie? So I just saw the world swing. Me believe them for pay it back. Well, we know it not gonna happen, but I just saw me look on it.
Alright, that one that kind of tricky still, you know, but with my take on it now, I feel it's all about how the female used to behave and how you feel about the child, because if you reach the child for a certain age and you get to love the child, you just say, oh, probably you'd have to stand the loss or you would have keep on look after the child same way, you probably file for the option. But otherwise from that, if she used to behave, the mother used to behave arrogant and demanding and pressuring, no man should have to pay back every red cent, man, every dollar.
Every dollar should have to pay. And worse if she know for a fact say the child and not for the person. Yeah man, if you make she pay it back, man. Definitely.